Hi guys, good morning. Hope all of you are keeping safe and well. So this is just an introduction to the videos that are going to follow, a few clips in this particular video itself. So this is my new station wagon. When I say my new station wagon, it's an old 2006 Holden station wagon that I bought about 3 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago. It's done quite a bit of mileage, but the purpose was for me to use it as to convert it into a wagon camper, and so that when I travel I have a bed. So I removed the back seats and I've made a bed. I've ordered some carpets, it's on its way, and I've got another carpet which I'm going to put. And I've also been putting these curtain rails, and I'm going to put some black curtains. So the main idea of this is for me to I would like to lead a very minimalistic, simple life. Those of who know me through my blog, actually I became a Buddhist monk, and then I disrobed. So I was a monk only for a short time, but also with the background of Vipassana meditation, I would like to lead a very simple life, a spiritual life towards my own spiritual growth, and basically my liberation, which is very which would be difficult for most people to understand who doesn't meditate and who's on a different path. So I just said that just to give the background of why I got this station wagon and why I'm doing this. So when I was a monk, I gave up all my possessions. I closed up my bank accounts, because a monk doesn't have anything with him, or a nun doesn't have anything with her to say this is mine, because you get rid of, you try to dissolve your ego little by little. You don't have any possessions, you just have your robes that you wear, and the begging bowl that you carry to take the food, and a few other things. So we householders find it very difficult to renounce the world, because we have cars, we have houses, we have lots of possessions, we have our children, our wife or husband, and we have so many attachments and things. So for a household it's very difficult. Now once I came back to the lay life after being a monk, I thought it would be good to, so I really wanted to lead a life that is close to spirituality as much as possible, that is close to a monk as much as possible. Of course, I'm not losing that much in my spiritual life, because as long as I keep on practicing my meditation, which is Vipassana meditation, or which is called insight. The meaning of Vipassana is to see things as they really are. It's a totally different topic, and I'm not going to even touch on it in this video. I just mentioned it. So even as a layperson, people can practice Vipassana and basically purify their minds and get rid of their dissolve their ego little by little, and purify their mind and develop things like lots of loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity, qualities like this, which naturally happens because Vipassana is observing the mind and the body as it is, and learning the laws of nature, which is impermanence. And everything is impermanent in this world. Everyone who we know sooner or later will die, or we will die. So nothing is permanent. So any relationship, any bond will sooner or later come to an end. All the positions we have, they're not going to last forever. So possessions that our grandfathers had no longer there, unless for something that is left, and which is also maybe falling apart. So everything is impermanent, but these things come, the knowledge develops at an experiential level, because you're observing this mind and the body, and you go to the subatomic particle level of the matter of your own body, which you call yourself. And so the laws of impermanence, then unsatisfactoriness, or suffering, which is you can't hold on to anything because it doesn't last. So that that nature and the anatta, or the egolessness or the soullessness nature of this body and mind, which is just the five aggregates, which is, I'm actually going into a different topic now, so I don't want to, my intention was not to talk about that, but eventually when I talk about something like this, things like that come out. So so coming back to what I was saying, so even as a layperson, you can practice the teachings of the Buddha. You can practice when I say the teachings of the Buddha, it is not Buddhism, because Buddhism is that started years after the passing away of the Buddha. At the time of the Buddha, the word Buddhist or Buddhism didn't even, it wasn't there, because all the Buddha was interested was he found through his own knowledge that there is suffering in the world, and everything is basically unsatisfactory because you can't retain anything, and there's a way to come out of it. So he taught the Four Noble Truths, which is suffering, the cause for the suffering, the way to come out of suffering, and the path step by step leading to the way to come out of suffering. And that's what a meditator who takes his teacher as the Buddha and purifies his mind and body, that's what they do. So even as a layperson, you can practice Vipassana meditation. So Vipassana meditation was kind of the heart of the Buddha's teaching when it comes to practical things, purifying this mind and body. So I was a monk, but then I started missing my wife quite badly, because we have been together for about 25 years, married for 25 years almost, and yeah, not almost, but 25 years. And so I was very lucky because my wife gave me permission to become a monk, and she even supported me, and same with my son, who's in his early 20s, he also supported. So and my parents, my mother and father, both supported me. And so I closed up all my bank accounts and all the possessions that I had, I wrote in my wife and son's name, and I sold my car and paid the little bit rest of the mortgage that was left. And thanks to my parents, I was able to do that. They supported me, and then I became a monk. But then when I started missing my wife, I came back to the lay life. I had this battle going on in my head. I knew that part of my mind was still having so much of ignorance, and that's why I wanted to come back to the lay life. I knew that it's as if I've been looking for a jewel, and I ultimately found it, and I hold it in my hands, and now I'm trying to throw it away kind of feeling. But I was fighting with this part of ignorance in my mind, and finally decided, no, I need to disrobe. So I disrobed and came back to the lay life in June 2019. Not that I was a monk for a long time, but then, so as I said, even as a layperson, it's possible to practice the teachings of the Buddha, to purify our minds, our hearts, and to reach the final goal of liberation. So this cannot be explained. This needs to be actually witnessed step by step through your own practice of meditation, because it's an experiential wisdom that you get. And when you meditate, you have direct experience of this mind and this body, and things will reveal itself and people will start understanding. So even as a layperson, I can still practice this Vipassana meditation that will give me this knowledge practically. But then I wanted to live a life between a monk and a householder. So with minimal possessions. Of course, a monk has almost nothing, but as a householder, I need to have something, otherwise I can't survive, because I need to buy my own food, etc. So I thought I'll buy the station wagon, I'll convert it, and then I can go travel in Australia to different monasteries and to meditation centers and give volunteer service, which really I love, because my own meditation becomes so strong when I give volunteer service. And it's an amazing experience. You help others to meditate, you help others to learn the truth, and then by doing that, you know, you do it with a pure heart. Kind of it happens naturally if you have the. So when I disrobed, when I stopped being a monk, I thought I can keep on serving and sitting in my life. But certain meditation centers, you can't travel by public transport. You can't just have a backpack and go in the public transport, because sometimes you got to keep on, you know, it's hard to get to places sometimes. So I need a car. I can't use my wife's car, which is there. That's my wife's car, in the sense with our family car, because she uses it. So I thought I'll get this and convert it into a camper. I'll show you that in a little while. Of course, I'll put a video that I recorded a few days ago about putting the curtains and things like that. I wanted to step by step make a vlog about how I put this bed, how I create this bed, but I was having too much of craving, and kind of my mind was imbalanced, and I just wanted to get it done rather than recording a vlog. So unfortunately that happened, and fortunately, unfortunately, and I couldn't record and show you what I step by step how I created this. But I haven't gone that far. I've only made the bed, and which is a big part, of course, and I removed the seats, which I couldn't film as well. But I'll show you this journey, and of course when I travel in the future, and I hope to travel, with the current COVID situation, don't know how long things will drag on, then I can show you my lifestyle of living between a monk and a householder and having the basic minimum. All right, so enjoy the the rest of the videos that will just follow after this now. I've been transforming my station wagon that I got recently into a camper car. Of course, not something that has everything, but something that has the basic minimum things. So just a bed to sleep, and I've been just trying to build a meditation platform, but I thought I have actually built the meditation platform, but now I feel like not having it, because when I have the meditation platform, I don't know whether you can see the area here is a little bit raised, so the meditation platform comes from here. Then I have to keep my legs like this. So I think without the meditation platform, there's more room to even sit like this. So I think I'll go just with this option of not having the meditation platform. What I've been trying to do is I've been trying to convert it into a small camper. So I'm still in the process. I've got the carpets here, and but there's plenty of room under the bed. And I didn't want to have the bed all the way here, because there's room for me to sit, and it started to rain. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to try and put the curtains. I bought very tiny drill bits, I mean 1mm and 1.5mm drill bits from the local hardware store, and got some hooks. Now I don't like to drill the car, but that is the only option I think that would be kind of relatively permanent, because if I use any other sticky tape or hooks or all these kind of other things, I've actually gone through the YouTube and looked at various things that are available. I think this is the best option, so I'm going to just go with some hooks. And I have ordered the carpets, more like a home carpet, like a hall runner, that I'm going to put here so that it will give a homely appearance. And this other carpet that I bought, just a normal carpet, this will go under there, under here. Hey guys, so I was able to put a very tiny drill bit here then. hole came nice because you can hardly see it. What I'll do now is try to get one of these hooks and it seems to be going well. It's actually pretty strong, which is nice. Hey guys, so I just finished putting 4 hooks. It came pretty well. So I put one here and I put another one here. So this one will have the joining one here. It came pretty strong actually. All the hooks came pretty strong. This one I had to put here. I wanted to put it somewhere here, but it was hard, but it wouldn't make a difference. I'm using actually some of the wires, metal wires, and I'm using these electric connectors to fasten them, which actually really works out well. So I've done like this. I've used a wire and I've used this, so this can be easily put to the hook here.